Good evening, Bill. We're going to go ahead and get started with our city council meeting for Tuesday, January 9th, 2024 at 7:01 p.m. We can all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Good evening. I see a couple of people here from Granger. Thank you for coming. So we're going to go ahead and do a moment of silence. Let's start with roll call, please. Here.
Yeah. Councilmember Mary,
Here.
Councilmember Vera,
Here.
Councilmember Arturo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead once again, welcome our council members, our elected council members once again, that were sworn in at 6 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and if I can get a vote on the meeting agenda for tonight.
I make a motion to vote on the meeting agenda.
I have a motion by Diana. A second by Sophie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Can I get a motion for the consent agenda A through C?
I make a motion on the consent agenda from A to Z.
A to C.
A to Z. A to Z. I'm sorry.
AZ, I like that.
I'm sorry.
I have a motion by Diana, a second by Vera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. So we'll go ahead and go on to 5, old business. We don't have any. We'll go ahead and go to 6, new business. We don't have any. I know Chief did bring something up to my attention right now. So Chief, if you want to go ahead and talk about it, we'll go ahead and.
Yes, so one of the things the police department to look into, and I'll bring it up to council to the next meeting, but I just want to touch base on it. We're not putting it up for discussion, but it's just one of the things that we're looking at the PD, and that's being a part of the regional SWAT in the whole Yakima County. So the way every city is starting to do it, because it costs a lot of money to have a SWAT team, is every city is trying to contribute, if they can, an officer or 2 officers, and they do training once a month. Mapton doesn't have enough officers to help with manpower. And so at any point, if you have a call out based on the manpower, the equipment, can you hear me? So based on the equipment, it's a full on, it costs a lot of money to activate a SWAT call out. There's a criteria that has to be met. So as long as it's met and the threat level meets that criteria, then they do what's called an activation for a SWAT call out. And they call officers that are off duty. It costs time and a half to pay those officers. And then they have to drive from different areas within the county. So some can come from Natchez, some can come from Grandview, Granger, Toppenish, whatever. So they assemble a team, and there's certain ones that are on call. They activate the team, and then they show up with all the highly trained officers, equipment, and they could sit there for 1 hour to resolve whatever the issue is. They could sit there for a day. So whatever the time frame is, Mapton, obviously, we don't have the resources to have a SWAT team. We don't have the manpower or the resources. So what everybody decided citywide, countywide, every department got together at one of the chiefs meetings and they proposed, hey, what if every city puts a certain amount of money towards, a budget. So for a whole budget for the whole county for the year is $350,000 for the SWAT budget. That includes call outs, that includes fuel, that includes, the pay. So for Mapton, what they did is they broke it down by population. So they'll take your population of your city, or if you're out in the county, every city has a different population. So they take the population, divide it, by everybody else's population to see where you stand. Mapton would be the percentage of population is 0.77 out of all the citizens in the whole county. Well, you take 350,000 and you divide it by 0.77, and for Mapton, it would be $2,695 per year. If you tell them, no, we're not going to pay that, we don't want to be a part of that, and the very day that you decide that you can't do a call on your, the officers can't do a call here in Mapton because we're not equipped, and you need SWAT, then they're going to activate the team and they'll send them to you, but then they're going to send you a bill. And each activation it could range from 8 to maybe 10, 12,000. And if you get 2 activations in a year, there's 20,000 gone. So I know Sunnyside had, I believe, 4 activations last year, and they revolved around, people that are armed and the officers on the road aren't equipped to handle that. So they had to call out the SWAT team. Well, they're trying to, I don't know if they collected, but they were at the time, they didn't have the regional countywide SWAT team. So Yakima, I know, has a lot of members. So I know they were trying to, send Sunnyside a bill. And so I guess long story short is we could pay $2,695 per year. Doesn't matter how many call outs you get, that's the amount you pay. Or you pay for one call out. If you do get one, then it's $8,000 to $10,000 bill. So those are the things. I'll bring these numbers to council at the next meeting so everybody can take a look at it. We'll have to, if we decide to do it, or if you decide to do it, then we'll have to pass a resolution to pay that amount. I personally think it's a good, idea to do that. There's 15 cities, everybody divides it by whatever the amount is. So anyway, something to consider for next time. I'll bring the numbers to you and then we can go from there, put it up for discussion. The other thing is we lost Officer Shepard. Last day was Sunday. So now I'm waiting for, I'm going to have to start looking to try to fill that spot and seeing where we're at with the budget part of it. So that's something I'm going to be working on. The other thing, we were trying to work something with the school on a part-time school resource officer. I don't think we've really got very far on that so far. So I'm going to keep trying. I think it's important that we get somebody in the school. We still show up to the, football games, basketball games. That's never going to change. But if we can get somebody that's actually in the school, that's going to help everybody. I think, all the kids, we want them to be pro police as they're growing up. We want that relationship going. So that's something we're still working on. I don't think I have anything else. Anybody up here have a question for me on where we're at on the police side of things? We were gonna get those installed since we already paid for it. And there's a hold right now because the state LNI said, wait a minute, if you're putting a solar panel, they already have installed block cameras throughout the county. So anything new, so either way, we're not going to lose money. And then we're about that close to getting it done. And I still see other cities almost every day. There's they're getting flock hits on cars, stolen cars, things like that. So we're still working on that. That's on hold. And last thing for me is Happy New Year. I missed Happy New Year for everybody. I hope that we'll move together forward for this year. We owe it to the city. Everybody owes it to the city. There's a lot of citizens that work hard. We all got to work together and make it happen. There's things going on and we all got to work together to do that. I know down the road for later on in the year, I'm big into cars and I think it brings people into town. Families get together, music, food, and those things are important. We did the National Night Out, you know, we're going to be doing that again. Obviously, every year we do that. But if we can get a lot of events, I think it's big for everybody in this town. Gets people out of trouble, gives them something to do and to look forward to. But I think it's big to get everybody involved in this town.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go on to 7. Any visitors' comments? Go ahead and step up to the podium, state your name and address.
Yeah.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations to the council members.
Probably get to it. Well, it says-
No.
Give me a slide.
Hello.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to the new city council members. It's really nice to see a united front here. I'm hoping you can indulge me in the timing issue here, but first of all, as you can see, we did receive the canned aid water supply from Colorado. I believe you received it last week, right? And so we will coordinate with the city to do a distribution with the Mapton Food Bank, hopefully really soon. And so there's that. We'd like to continue to look at other options for providing water. I'm trying to get a poll here with residents to see what the residents are feeling about the quality of the water in terms of the taste and the smell, so that we can report back to Ecology, Health, and EPA. This is where I wanted you to indulge me in time and for just a little bit. I've been to a few EPA gatherings. Mapton happens to be in the favorite poster child right now for environmental justice issues and problems, even when you talk about water infrastructure. And we are holding a series of meetings with Ecology, Health, and EPA, and they're looking forward to doing another community listening session where they're going to talk about the results of the water testing that was conducted by Andy Cervantes with the Department of Health. So Mapton is of interest to the EPA. They really do want to see some resources come to this area. We're probably talking about a multi-year effort, but they're really interested in working with us and with residents and with the city council. We are prepared as an organization to help in developing funds for long-term solutions so that this doesn't become a reoccurring problem every single year. We're offering that assistance at no charge to city residents, to the city council, to the city whatsoever. We're just happy to help. It's the mission of our organization to just help municipalities, particularly residents. That's really where our focus is the people. And we're being invited with EPA to access some of that funding for long-term solutions. And we're hoping that we can work actively with the city council, because ultimately at the end of the day, it has to come from a municipality. And they're really eager to work with us in doing some fund development for the city for some long-term problem solving the ongoing water issue. And so I just wanted to give you a heads up that we are going to be coordinating with Ecology, Health, the Environmental Justice Council, EPA, Yakima Health District, and Department of Commerce to bring another listening session. I'm hoping that before then that we could probably get together a group of residents who are interested in driving this effort forward with the state agencies and the federal agency. to talk about those long-term solutions. And so if anybody is interested, I will give you a card, just approach me. I will give you my business card so we can formalize something. But at the end of the day, again, it still has to be driven by the municipality with the city council. In fact, I was just approached with the Yakima Health District for a grant that has a deadline of this month, but it has to go through the city. I'm happy to work on the grant for you all to present if you all are willing to work with us in doing that. This is a competitive $25,000 grant for anything. It could be more water, it could be something else for the city. But again, I just need to have your approval to do that. Thanks.
Ruben Olivares. I think what the chief brought up is it's a good idea. I think that would be beneficial to the city because it's only a $10,000 investment, a little over $10,000 a year. It's barely a little bit over $100 a month. I'd rather pay that than pay $10,000-$12,000. You do have to get a call out here. So I would recommend that, you guys look into that and, hopefully you agree on, yeah, go ahead and do it. That's all I got to say.
Support.
I did announce earlier, since the meeting.
That this is all about the community. This has nothing to do with mayor or council members or personal, it's us working for the community, coming together for the rest of the community. Yes, we may not see eye to eye on a lot of things. And those are things that we can discuss in executive session. There's no reason that we need to, sit here and argue in front of the residents. I think that's something that we need to do behind closed doors and keep it, just within us when it comes to making decisions, maybe not seeing, like I said, eye to eye on everything. But like I said before, if there's anything that you all need to talk to the staff about, go and talk to them in the office instead of putting it out here on the record. We need to be a little bit more respectful towards the staff in that manner more than anything, because they're the ones that get the backlash at the end of the day. So if you need to talk to me, make an appointment. The girls have my schedule, and we need to stay in communication and be on the same page and talk things out. Okay.
You guys come up with a date or anything about distributing water? Because people have been asking me,
So-
well, I have no idea. We'll
So
find
the
out
canned
Tuesday.
water, what we're going to do is we're going to place it in the city hall. All residents can come in and get it. We will keep track of all the residents that are coming in with their address, phone number, and name. So that's the way we will keep track of who is getting water here, because we want to make sure that all the citizens are getting the water, and it's not just the same people repeat. It is 57,000 cans, a little bit less after tonight, but so we will be distributing now the canned water in the city hall and making sure that everybody gets it evenly. Yeah, they can come pick some up. They'll have to coordinate with us and make sure that you guys can do that. We just want to make sure that it's being delivered equally because it hasn't been. in the past. So with that, we're going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting.
What about the people who can't make it to the city or city hours to collect the water?
So-
Or the food bank on Fridays? Oh, so we're still doing it at different times besides what the city's doing? Right. Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how many got delivered. I think 20 pallets. I want to say, did the guys tell you how many? I thought they said 20. I'm not sure. I haven't gone to the shop to see. But I believe there's 20, if I remember correctly. So, like I said, we're going to start, putting it in the city hall.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear you guys are collaborating together to get this water done. And also, I know back in 2021, budget for 2022, they had passed to do an agitator for the tank, for the water tank.
In 2021,
Yeah, to purchase in 2022,
I wasn't the mayor in 2021, so I don't know.
but you were mayor in 2022.
Yeah, but that took place in 2021, so I don't know what you guys had voted on. I wouldn't, we have to look for it.
Well, that's what I wanted, before summer hits, if we can look and get that agitator put into the tank, so it may help the water during the summertime.
So I know there was a chlorination system that was purchased in 2021.
No, this is an agitator that, Juan, and I think I spoke to, Department of Health, Andy had said it would help, if they put it in the tank and help circulate the water. That way the fresh water gets mixed with the old water and is not stagnant in there and get fresh water put out all the time.
So this is the first time hearing of it. I don't know about the agitator.
Chlorination.
No, it's Judy, this was, Juan had told us about it in, the end of 2020, to put in the budget for 2022. Remember Juan?
Yeah, I remember one, I just
I
don't
mean,
remember the
Yeah, so
agitator.
we put it in the budget to be able to purchase it in 2022 to get that done, and I don't think it was done. Mine wasn't here anymore, I don't know, that way it got under the rug and nobody never got
We
done.
never heard of agitator.
Yeah. So if we can look into that, and if we can take up Maria's offer with AI to help us do that grant that is due this month, that would probably help pay for that agitator.
Yeah,
I think that, if she's willing to help us fill that out, if we
I
can.
can call Jamin and talk to Jamin and ask, since he's our engineer, he would know about the agitator more than anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is the first I'm hearing about the agitator.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, can you get that?
When you're done, if you're not running again or whatever, to coordinate with one that's coming in, so some of this stuff's passed on, because it seems like.
Yeah.
Lots.
And my understanding that Laura wasn't in the office in the last almost 2 months, so of her
Well,
term.
we passed it in the budget, I'm sure it was written down in the budget the following year.
No, I didn't see it in the budget.
Yeah, it should be in the minutes, yeah, it should be in there, but anyway, it's been 2 years now, but we can work on it now to get that thing purchased. Before summertime hits and we hit that problem again, maybe it'll help with that water problem.
Well, I mean, I believe with the chlorination system, that's gonna help. Jamin said that would help. Not maybe 100%, but yeah.
But anyway, and it'd be nice if we can coordinate with, because they're free, Jamin, yes, Ray and Osmond is our engineers, they charge us quite a bit to do these kind of grants, if we can get it done for free, they'll give it to you guys,
Well, I'll reach out to Andy and I'll reach out to Department of Health. I wasn't in the office last week and I haven't checked my emails, so I will check them. I did talk to Jamin though today. And I'm not gonna step on his toes. He is our grant writer, so I will talk to him and I will get a hold of Andy Cervantes and I'll reach out to the health department as well.
Even if Rhea helps, they can maybe look at it afterwards.
I can.
She can help us put it together and then we let Jamin.
Yeah, like I said, I'll reach out to Jamin tomorrow. I'll reach out to Andy and we can go from there. Anything else?
Members gotta remember, you gotta get the mic up closer to the In here.
Sorry.
Okay. Is- Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 7:26. Thank you.
Thank you.